Everyone, welcome back to the new episode. Ring. I quickly pick up the call and walk to the couch to sit beside Hobi to talk to my Hey baby, have your lunch? I stopped when I heard some muffling. Wait, is he crying? Cookie soaps. Silly, he is crying. Baby, calm down, breathe. I said as I heard him struggling to breathe. Worry, anger, frustration, all these feelings rushed into me. Hobby quickly stiffened beside as my voice changed from a casual to worried one. But I did not respond to Hobby. What the heck happened to my baby? I swear to God, if someone hurt him, I'm gonna rip their head out of their body. God, baby, breathe. Tell me what happened, I asked as calmly as possible, even though there is so much urge in me to rip someone's throat. This second library, the soaps hobby. Open the CCTV camera of library of things. Uni, I said. Hobby now who was speeding to open it and rewind it to see what happened. Recently, I installed Thanks Uni CCTV into my phone, and once I open it with Minna's computer, so I am positive Minna did not log it out. Baby, it's okay, don't worry, don't cry. Just tell me where are you? I asked once Thanks sobs slowly down. Bathroom and changing room. They said, sniffing slightly. I will be there, just hang in there, Thay. I said to assure him, okay. He sniffed again, baby. I called Thay calmly. Don't cry, Thay, baby. I said when Hobby started in anger. Boss, he turned the computer towards me. Damn. Motherfuckers. I am gonna rip their throat. Heck, freak. How dare they are to mess up with Mafia boss who shouted from beside me. Did not waste a single second. After that, I took a good look at their faces. Before running out, I heard footsteps following me, but I did not. I'm gonna kill those because I hopped onto my driver's seat and dropped straight to unit with as much speed as possible. Within few minutes, I am in front of the unit. I heard two more cars stop beside me, mine, probably my friends, but I did not wait for them. I repaired the driver's seat open. When I looked towards the gate, those figures stood a few steps inside the uni. I almost ran to them. My eyes catch on the guy who stood in the middle with two other of them beside him. He is the one who hit my thangi. Anger evident in my face as I walked to those sick guys. Others POV Jungkook walked to three of them with a deadly look on his face. He directly went and grabbed the first guy's neck and threw him on the pole beside him, which hit the muscular boy's head, and he started licking. Get hung. He is in bathrooms of changing room. Mafia boss ordered before looking at the guy whose head is wet with red. I will go. Jimin said, yeah. Jimin is here too with Hobi. Jimin ran towards the changing room before Hobi tried to. Hobi walked in with Youngie behind him, who traveled in the same car with Hobi and Jimin too. Meanwhile, Minho took punch the second guy who tried to run away. As everyone knows, Minho is one of those mafia who loves to see red. Soon the guy face lost his shape. Body covered with red liquid as well as Minho's hand too, but Minho did not stop it the silly out of him. Next to him, Youngie started taking care of the third guy. After Jimin ran towards the changing room to look for Taehyung. Meanwhile, Jungkook is looking at that guy like a lion looking at his prey before killing it. How dare you to touch my baby, huh? Jungkook threw a punch on his jaw, making his jaw stuck in a weird angle, and that guy ended up falling on the ground with his palm on his jaw. Motherfucker. How dare you to touch him? Jungkook landed another punch and the same thing goes on. It repeated again and again. Jungkook's right hand clenched started getting injured as Jungkook was pouring his anger with his fist. Please, please, don't kill me. The boy crawled backward as Jungkook pointed a weapon at him. Jungkook looked up as the beautiful voice called him, but the weapon is still aiming at the boy lying in front of Jungkook. When Jungkook looked up, he saw Taekook standing beside Jimin, eyes red from crying, exhausted. Baby, Jungkook shifted his weapon from his right hand to left before walking towards Tae. The students used to stop it in their dead tracks. By the second Jungkook entered the uni, silence took over them. Everyone's eyes on Mafia boss, hurting the silly out of the senior boy of the college. No one dared to talk a word, not with Mafia boss looking scary as ever, but the silence broke. Students started whispering. By the second Taekook entered the place, everyone's eyes shifted to Taekook, who is feeling nervous from all those watching him. Baby, Jungkook grabbed Tae near him and with his left hand around Taekook's shoulder, which has a weapon in his palm. Taekook hugged Jungkook, hiding his face in his chest. Jungkook laid his right palm onto Taekook's soft hair, crushing him. It's okay, baby, I'm here, Jungkook assured Taekook, who clenched onto Jungkook with a deadly grip, hiding his face in Jungkook's chest, sobbing quietly. Jungkook kissed his head as Taekook pulled back from the hug. Jungkook covered his left cheek with his right palm, whose clenches covered with red. I'm here, baby. Jungkook leaned forward and kissed Taekook's lips, lightly stroking his cheek with his thumb. Jungkook turned around, facing the freak, who is laid on the ground, ready to take the weapon. Once again, Jungkook aimed the weapon at him. Please, I'm sorry, don't kill me. He got on his knees and started pleading. Jungkook felt Taekook clenches on his shirt Jungkook's waist from behind, while resting his forehead on Jungkook's back. He felt Taekook tighten the grip on his shirt. By the second Jungkook unlocked the weapon. Please, please, Mafia boss, forgive me. I'm sorry, please. Jungkook sighed and turned around to face Taekook, who is looking at the ground. Jungkook cupped Taekook's face with his right palm to make Tae look up in his eyes. What's wrong, baby? Jungkook asked calmly. Taekook slightly peeked at the man from beside Jungkook's shoulder. Sir, please forgive me. I'm sorry, please. Tell Mafia boss to not kill me, please, sir. Please, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. That guy started pleading to Taekook, who is still watching him. Jungkook sighed when he noticed Taekook watching that freak with worried eyes. You don't want to kill him? Want me to kill him? Jungkook said, making Taekook as if from that man to Jungkook once again. Everyone's attention turned to Taekook, waiting for his answer. Students held their breath in tension. Whatever the situation is, they cannot watch their senior dying in front of their eyes in the uni. Tell me, baby, Jungkook asked Tae again, who lost in thought. Taekook once again looked at the man from beside Jungkook's shoulder. Don't kill him, Taekook mumbled, almost inaudible, but due to the silence, many students heard it and sighed in relief. Baby, how can you? Jungkook started, but stopped when he saw the pleading look Taekook is giving. Jungkook finally sighed in defeat, making Taekook smile a little, but the smile turned into a shock when Jungkook turned around and his upper body and stood on the that boy's right hand, the same hand that punched Taekook's cheek. Ah, that guy shouted in pain as weapon made its way onto his hand. Taekook slightly jumped by the sound, but Jungkook was quick to take Tae in his arm, crushing his back. It's okay, baby, he deserved it. Jungkook assured Tae, kissing his head. After pulling back from the hug, Jungkook cast Taehoong's little hand into his, and the weapon on the right hand. Try to touch what's mine. You will be rewarded with the shot in your head. Jungkook warned, looking around the students before walking out of there. Jungkook let Taehoong sit in the passenger seat, fixing his seatbelt, and walk around the driving seat. Like that, they drove off to their home. Taehoong did not speak a word from the second they entered the car, but from the look on Taehoong's face, Jungkook can say that he is in deep thinking, so he did not try to disturb his thoughts. Within a few minutes, they reached their so-called home. Jungkook got down of the car and walked around to the other side to open the door for Taehoong, but Taehoong is in deep his thoughts to notice Jungkook standing beside him, with him still sitting in the passenger seat. Baby, are you okay? Jungkook asked in a low, not wanting to scare his little boy. Those who met Taehoong came out his thoughts when he looked up and met with Jungkook's eyes. He let a giggle out of nowhere, even though Jungkook is more than happy to see Taehoong smiling and no longer crying or hurt, but he couldn't help but wonder what's going on this little boy's brain to make Tae giggle out of nowhere after what happened. Taehoong, baby. Jungkook looked at Taehoong, who is smiling secretly. Whoa, this is so unusual, Jungkook, Taehoong called, making Jungkook look at him worriedly. You are so hot back there. Taehoong giggled again. You are unbelievable, baby, Jungkook said more to himself the second Jungkook's heart came into its normal pace. He was so worried about Taehoong might be hurting due to the things that happened back there, but then there he got something clear. Taehoong trusts him. Tae believes in Jungkook. Taehoong called him after that incident without hesitation. Tae calmed down. By the second he saw Jungkook, Tae trusted him completely. Tae is no longer shy, worried, hurt. Around Jungkook, he believes that Jungkook is there for him in every situation. Jungkook reached his hand out for Taehoong, who is still sitting in the passenger seat without talking a word. Jungkook, I know I should have not stopped you, but I really don't want to see you killing someone, Taehoong said as he hopped down the car. Of course, you should have not stopped me, baby. I wanted to kill those freaks very badly. My little boy is no longer that shy little boy I met. They clearly knows what effect he had on me. If I'm honest, I loved his naughty side of him so much that I love every side of him, Jungkook thought, but Jungkook did not reply to him. Taehoong once again used his cute pout and puppy eyes to whip his man. I should stop showing how much effect he had on me. Look at that cute pout. I just want to kiss him so badly. No, not this time, Jungkook thought again. They entered the house. Jungkook is still holding Taehoong's hand in his. Jungkook, Taehoong started with a Vinay seat. Jungkook ordered Tae to sit on the couch before walking onto the kitchen. Taehoong had no other choice but to obey. Soon Jungkook walked in with the ice pack and a first aid kit. Jungkook, I don't mean to stop you, but Taehoong whined in pain and stopped stopped his mid-sentence in the middle as Jungkook put the ice pack on his jaw. Jungkook is cleaning his jaw right tight in the anger by seeing the bruise on Taekook's cheek. Within few seconds of icing the bruise, the pain started reducing. Is it still hurting? Jungkook asked, looking at his jaw with his two fingers under the chin, raising Taekook's head slightly. Cookie, Taekook whined, putting on a pout. As expected, that Cookie made Jungkook give up. Baby, you should have not stopped me. I wanted to kill them so badly. Jungkook clenched his fist, remembering that sick boy. You can't kill a student. People will have a bad impression about you, Taekook exclaimed. I am the mafia boss. I can do whatever I want. Now come here, Jungkook exclaimed. Back to Taekook. Taekook sighed and leaned back on the couch, crossing his arm, pouting childishly. You can suck as much as you want after I ice that bruise, baby. Jungkook grabbed Tae by his chin and started icing it. Tae tried to back off suddenly but stayed still when Jungkook wanted him with a look. Jungkook, I am so happy after a long time. Tae giggled, making Jungkook give a confused look. My boy is so high today. I never expected him to find my anger side hot. I was worried he may get scared of me. My baby is full of unbelievable things. Before taking a punch, Jungkook asked, raising his eyebrows. No, not that. Taehyung whined, making Jungkook glance at his cuteness. I am happy that there is someone who loves me so much. To kill someone because of they give me a bit bruise. Although I don't want you to kill anyone, Taehyung smiled happily, not all bothered about having a punch. Baby, first of all, it's not just a bruise. It's more than enough reason to kill those freaks. Jungkook spit, making them wince by the loud voice. No one is allowed to touch what's mine. Taeyang giggled again. Jungkook sighed, but still smiled, shaking his head at Taeyang. He raised his head again and started licking the bruise. Jungkook, Taeyang called him. Jungkook hummed, his eyes still on the bruised jaw. I love you. Taeyang dropped the bomb, making Jungkook's heart skip its beat. What? Jungkook was trying to hear those words from Taeyang. By the second, Jungkook confessed his own feelings, but hearing it now, it feels like a dream comes true. Silly. Did I just say them out? Taeyang shouted, hid his face in his hands. Baby, Jungkook called in a slow voice. He is not sure if he heard himself or not, but seems like Taehyung heard them. He opened his fingers and peeked at Jungkook through them. Jungkook did not waste a single second to grab his both hands from his face and attach their lips to Tae. This is not a case of desire only, this is a case of love. Their lips moving in snare. There is just love, lips moving in snare, taking each other's breath away, feeling those sparks of love. By the time they pulled away, Taeyang is breathlessly having heavily as Jungkook is smiling like crazy lover, resting his forehead, Taehyung cupping his face with his both hands. Baby, say that again. Jungkook asked, still smiling. I love you. Taehyung said and giggled, and Jungkook picked his lips, taking his breath away again. Kiss, I love you, giggling. Case, tell me again. Case, I love you so much. Mafia, Mr. Mafia Boss. Giggles, I love you more. Jungkook said in middle of the kisses, I love you too. Taehyung said in a cute tone, making Jungkook capture his heart-shaped lips with his own time escape. Jimin pulled his car into the parking lot of the company. You can do this, Jimin. Jimin said to himself, but that nervousness is still there. What if he tells me to freak off? He is so good to use such harsh words. Silly, you slapped him. How do you expect him to talk to you? Do you expect Hobi to say, it's okay, thanks for slapping me, now I love you more? Even facepalm himself, I should not be surprised if Hobi avoids me in person too. Then Jimin, build up, go after him, beg him for forgiveness. It's not so hard than slapping Hobi. Jimin took a deep breath before getting out of the car and locking it. He walked straight to Hobi's office. Of course, that's where he works as a PA though. Jimin drops his backpack at the desk which is placed in front of Hobi's cabin and opens the door, but Hobi is not in there. They went to Taehyung's uni together, but Jimin went to lunch after he came back, and now Jimin doesn't know where Hobi has gone. Didn't he came back? Jimin sighed and closed the door to search for Hobi. Maybe Hobi is somewhere else in the office. Jimin is now standing at the front desk talking to the receptionist, asking whether Hobi came back here or not. Sir is here. It has been an hour, she said, making Jimin bite his nails in nervousness, but I didn't see him. Hobi is avoiding me. By the second Jimin turned around, he saw Hobi talking with an employee at the other end of the floor. Jimin clearly saw Hobi looking at him, but he turned around as Jimin's eyes met with Hobi's. "Sir," Jimin shouted, making everyone on the whole floor looking at Jimin. Sorry. Jimin apologized to them, smiling sheepishly. But the time Jimin looked at Hobi, he is gone silly. Jimin walked back to Hobi's office, which is on the next floor in second and record speed. Jimin rushed in Hobi's cabin in bullet speed, making Hobi jump in shock. MG, Hobi exclaimed, patting his heart. Is this guy planning to give me a heart attack? Hobi thought. Hobi is now standing behind his table with his palm still on his heart. When he realized Jimin is here, Hobi started getting nervous. Hobi have no idea how he planned to stop flirting with Jimin. This is so hard for Hobi. He is in a mess right now. He upset Yoongi and Jimin. Doesn't love him. What will happen to Hobi? Hobi cleared his throat awkwardly and walked to another side of the table. He stood leaning his butt to the table. How can I help you? That came out more professional than Hobi planned to speak. Sir, I know you don't want to see me now, but please give me a chance to say, Jimin begged, walking straight to Hobi without stopping. By every step Jimin taking near him, Hobi's heart started beating out loud. Hobi screamed internally when Jimin almost reached near. He stood still, no more leaning back on the table with his heart racing at the highest speed. Jimin stopped exactly in front of him with few inches between their faces. Oh my gosh. Hobi catched both Jimin's shoulder and moved Jimin a step backward with an awkward smile. Safe distance. Please, my heart can't take this. Jimin is in so hurry to oblige to not notice Hobi is shifting nervously due to his closeness between them. Hobi has been flirting with him for the past few years, but never once Jimin allowed Hobi to hug him. He always maintained a safe distance between them. Now Jimin is standing close to Hobi, making his heart speed up its beating rate. So I'm really sorry for slapping you that day. I didn't know why I reacted so stupidly. I feel so bad. I mean, life was. Please forgive me, sir. Jimin begged, looking at Hobi. Hopefully, Hobi is so lost in Jimin's eyes, watching them so closely. Hobi did not hear anything what Jimin said. Expect the word slap. Hobi shifted his look from Jimin's eyes before losing himself in them. Silly, why did Jimin just said about that slap? I know I deserve that. I'm sorry for bothering you all these years. Hobi started. So that's not. Jimin stopped when Hobi started speaking again. I know I can understand if you don't want to see me any longer. I'm sorry for bothering you all these years. I should have known better. I'm really sorry I made you uncomfortable all this time. You wanna slap me again? You can really, but it's not like I want to get slapped, but it's you who gonna do it. I'm not opposing it. Silly, that came out badly. I didn't mean it like that. I mean, I love you so much to take even a slap from you. Silly, I was not supposed to say that, but it's truth. What can I do? You know, you are standing here in front of me this close. I don't even know what I'm speaking. I mean, yeah, if you were here to slap me, go ahead. Kiss. Oh my god, freaking god. Hobie's eyes went wide as Jimin picked his lips. Out of nowhere, he almost fell down. If there is no table behind to support Hobie to lean, his eyes wide and touching his lips with his fingers, leaning back to the table. Hobie couldn't feel any part of his body except the lips, which are on fire by that kiss. I really feel sorry for that day. I was so stupid back there. I'm so sorry, and I came here to say, Jimin, stop saying, say what? You did so much. You did so much already. I can't even speak out words. I was stuck speaking internally, and my poor heart. Hobby was mentally rumbling. I don't know how to explain it, but I realized I love it. Oh my gosh, Hobby shouted, catching his heart, and it was he about to fall down on the ground, but Jimin was quick to catch him and drag the nearest chair and make Hobie sit. Oh my gosh, my heart. Hobie shouted like a kid. Sir, are you okay? Jimin asked, worriedly patting his eyelashes innocently. You indeed came here to give me a heart attack? Hobie exclaimed, patting his racing heart. But all I just say is Jimin tried to debate it innocently, not knowing what's gone wrong. He did when to give Hobie a heart attack, but before he could finish, Hobie slammed his lips on Jimin's, making Jimin's eyes go wide in shock. Hobie stood up from chair and grabbed Jimin near with his arm around Jimin's waist, cupping his cheek with the round hand and tried to his head to deepen the gaze. After a while, Hobie pulled back, leaving Jimin gasp for air. Jimin looked up into Hobie's eyes, blushing so hard, making Hobie smirk at him. Don't say those magic words and informed me that can cause a heart attack to your boyfriend, Hobie said, playfully winking at his boyfriend? Yeah, do you have a problem with it? Hobie asked, raising an eyebrow. No, I mean, Jimin trailed off. Oh, look at my blushing boyfriend, Jimin. Hobie teased, kissing his blushing cheek, making it turn into red. Jimin, you have no idea how much I love you. Hobi said little nervously. I know. Jimin insisted. I'm glad. I'm so glad. Hobi laughed, earning a little hit on his chest. I love you, Jimin. Hobi said, looking straight into his eyes. I love you too. Jimin said, still blushing. Hobi leaned forward to kiss him once again. Soon, a simple kiss turned into a hot kiss with Hobi deep in the kiss with Jimin. Doors open up. We have got the audience here. There we got Mafia boss standing there with the sock written on his waist. That was hot. Why did you stop? There we go. Minho is here too. This is going to be a long day, but thank God Young is not here, or he would have feel more heartbroken. To be continued. So everyone, as you all were feeling bad for Jimin, so here Jimin and Hobi are together now. But for Yoongi, Hobi and Jimin, you will have to wait. And we will see you day after tomorrow. I hope you will love the episode. Thanks a lot for liking this story. See you again. Bye bye. Bye.